Don't touch that dial now. We're just getting started.
Well, hello. We're going to talk about Xbox for a little bit, and I know before we get started, you're going to notice this, and it's very predictable. It's going to happen. We just know it. You'll see in the comments section, or if you go on X, you'll see it. You'll see people saying Xbox, they're dead, or what else do? They do Xbots and ponies, which, here's the thing, if you're fucking 40 or 50, please stop that shit. Just stop it. It's the fucking lamest shit I could think of. And before we get it started, I'm going to people will be like, you're an Xbot, which, you know, fuck you. I don't care. I play on all the systems. I actually probably play more video games than you guys. Probably more PlayStation than you guys. So that's fine. That's fine. You can keep on grifting and whatever you're fucking doing. It's funny. It's really funny because I actually had a conversation with, I guess, X conversation to whatever degree that is, with a user called The Crap Gamer is 100% American, which here's the thing, I'm going to tell you this. I don't hate these people. I don't dislike these people. I think the console war shit's stupid. That's just me. And there's a little bit of a thing I want to kind of break down on here because over the last week or so, actually, this has been going on for a long time, and some people can't really swallow it. But then again, when you take a look at the people that's talking about it most, it's the most insufferable pieces of shit you could possibly think of, talking about PlayStation being the best and Xbox dead. And it's like elementary school playground fighting, but lamer, and probably with a bunch of people that's wearing helmets that drool all the time. That's coming from those people. And the sad thing, these people are not in elementary school. They're all fucking 30, 40, or 50 years old doing this. It's even got to the point now where people's actually doxing each other over video games or video game consoles, pieces of plastic, which here I am. I know somebody's going to be like, you're a bot, which, like I said, if you're saying Xbot or Pony or whatever, fucking stop that shit. You need to go get checked out. You just need to stop. Don't say that and say, hey, you're a virgin or you're lame when you're console warring on the fucking internet and being serious about it. But anyways, we're going to talk about Xbox for a little bit because, like I said, Xbox is pretty much third party. Writing's been on the wall for a long time, and I actually see a lot of the industry following suit for this. Main reason I'm saying this is because Xbox, you know, they bought Activision Blizzard. What was that, $70 billion? They have Game Pass. They're putting their games on pretty much everything. And the rumor is you're going to see games like Gears of War, Fable, Halo, Forza going to the PlayStation, which me, I don't really care because I play on everything. I just don't care. But I do care about one thing, and that is basically competition, because I don't want one to become way more powerful when one decides to go away. And we'll show you what I'm talking about when we talk about Crap Gamer and his take. So let's go ahead and move on to that. So you're seeing a lot of stuff like this here. A good example, Crap Gamer starts this out here in this article where it's talking about the Hellblade, Age of Mythology, Gears, and stuff like that heading to the PlayStation. I actually did talk about this with him. The one thing I replied with is basically a lot of people were like, oh, Phil Spencer's the bad guy. I don't think it's a Phil Spencer thing. I think it's more of the shareholders and Satya, whatever his name is, being like, hey, Xbox console hardware is not selling very good, which I'm just going to say this. A lot of people say Xbox is dead and there are low sales numbers. And I'm just thinking, how was 30 million sales low? I get it. I get what you're saying. PlayStation has more sales. And then I kind of wonder why you are cheering for a billion-dollar company to make more and more money for free. I don't get it. That's weird. That's definitely weird. Sounds really stupid if you think about it. But anyways, you see this stuff here. One of the things I was talking about is how Xbox is moving to a ecosystem. In the way I mean that, you're already starting to see things coming out like on the TVs. They just announced a partnership at CES with LG. You're starting to see things like the Xbox app on Asus ROG Ally. You could probably bring it up on your Steam Deck. You got your Amazon Fire Sticks. Probably, do they have Chromecast yet? Is Chromecast still a thing? Samsung, and of course you have your Xbox Series X and S. Which, that's fine. I think it's cool. I like that. I get to hop on my phone if I want to, or my ROG, my Mal, connect to my Xbox streaming app. And I could do this with my PlayStation too. Hop on my PlayStation remote play, and I could do that too for my Asus ROG Ally or my iPhone or iPad, whatever. I think that's cool. I think the whole industry is going that way, because why wouldn't they? I still think there's still room for consoles, but I think Microsoft might back off a little bit on how we see consoles going forward. One thing that is very popular, which we've come to learn, was how the Switch came out and made a hybrid system that skyrocketed in popularity and sales. Nintendo, they just Nintendo, and usually Nintendo does it right. And you're going to see a lot of people following this. I mean, the Legion Go, you got the Asus ROG Ally, the Steam Deck. You have all these handheld options, and I believe Xbox is going to head in there, and they're going to partner with companies like Lenovo, Asus, or whatever, and try to do an OEM device and try to make it like a hybrid affair. There may be official Xbox hardware from Xbox. I don't think that's going away. I know the guys on X, they're like, well, it's dead. But one thing that really, really got me here with the Crap Gamer is, let's see if we could find it. We had it a while ago. All right. So he's talking about how the OEM would be the death of Xbox. I disagree. I think more people that can use, I see the Armory crates. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Asus ROG Ally, but there's a program, it's called Armory Crate, and basically brings up all your favorite launchers all in one place. So you can just kind of select if you want to hop on Xbox. Brings up the Xbox app, which it sucks, by the way. Microsoft fixed that shit. But the way I'm thinking it's going to happen is going to be very similar to that. You're going to have these machines that might be from Microsoft, and you'll have stuff from Asus and Lenovo and stuff like that. And they're going to have the OS where you can actually move over to the Xbox OS on top of Windows, and you bring up Steam OS and whatnot. I think it's going to be a big ecosystem where you can just play your games from whatever launcher you want. I don't know how successful that will be. I think it probably works. Game Pass is pretty popular on PC and, of course, Xbox. I use it. A lot of people use it. There's quite a few people that uses it. I don't think the numbers are disappointing. I think is what it is. I still buy the video games. If I see something on Game Pass, I'll test it out. But anyways, I don't think it's going to be, I don't think hardware for Xbox is going to be its main focus. Going forward, it's going to be things like I said, OEM devices, streaming, because of course they're doing the cloud thing head on, and I think they're kind of ahead of the game on that. Them and Nvidia, PlayStation has it. I think if this strategy works, where they say everything's an Xbox, if this works and it becomes really, really, really successful, it wouldn't surprise me when you start seeing PlayStation, or I doubt Nintendo. Nintendo does their own thing, so I can't really put them in this conversation. But I'm pretty sure you'll probably see PlayStation do the same thing. They're already putting games on the PC, and we're waiting, probably most likely, and I'm just guessing, it's going to come to the point where PlayStation will put their games on PlayStation and PC day and day. Also includes things like Lego Horizons, which is going to Switch, and it's rumored to go on Xbox, which I don't know why anybody fucking cares about Horizon. I genuinely do not know anybody. I don't know anybody that says, hey, I'm excited for Horizon. I don't. I really don't. PlayStation's still leveraging their big titles like The Last of Us, Concord. Oh, rest in peace, Concord. You $400 million piece of shit. Sorry. Sorry, I had to go there. You always have to bring up Concord, and it really pisses up the Sony guys because they're like, "Oh, you shouldn't bring up Concord. That's a cheap trick." It is. It's actually a really bad stain on PlayStation as a brand. I hate to tell you, it's going to be stuck on there for a very, very, very long time. So it doesn't matter how many games that come to Xbox or goes from Xbox to PlayStation. Concord existed. It was a $400 million disaster. Sony has not learned their lesson. They're still pursuing games as a service. I don't know, I guess. I love PlayStation. I don't really care. I wasn't going to buy Concord anyways, but I usually spend a lot of time on third-party games on Xbox and all the first-party stuff and some third-party stuff on PlayStation. And just recently I hooked up my PS3 and PS2 with a HDMI converter. But anyways, let's get back to this. One of the things I was talking about here too is saying that Xbox hardware is down. I said, I don't really think that's a problem. Again, if it kills Xbox as a hardware manufacturer, then who cares? I just want good games. I play on everything, so it doesn't really affect me one way or the other. And crap gamers, I think a lot of people will realize how bad it is and care when Sony can do and charge whatever they want when we get the same tired games over because there's no competition. He kind of answers himself on this whole argument. He just says the quiet part out loud, and I don't think he realized it. And I said, 30 million people are still buying this. So somebody bought an Xbox, 30 million of them, or whatever they're at now. It's 30 million. I don't know. I think, doesn't the Xbox Series X S make up for more than half of that? But, whatever. But, the PlayStation Pro came out, it was $700, and there was some growth in there. I didn't think it was going to be too successful. I don't know what the numbers are currently for that. I think it is a niche product, and I don't know why it exists. Because, we still have games coming out on the PS4, and there hasn't been enough power taken away from the PlayStation 5. We haven't even used it yet. We only put a few games on there. Pretty much all the first-party games is going to PlayStation 4. So anyways, he keeps on bringing stuff about the Xbox Series S. I did say, hey, somebody is buying it, 30 million people, and he's just arguing to be arguing at this point. He says the decline. He has an answer for every fucking thing I say. It declines every quarter, and right here, somebody says it right here. One things that I want to say that's the main point here is I don't see Xbox as a brand tied completely to a console, considering to the fact that I love the ecosystem, and if they can put the ecosystem anywhere, then yeah, that's great for me. I don't know about you. That's good for me. I think that's good for anybody that, loves the Xbox ecosystem. But anyways, basically, we keep on going here. PlayStation does everything Xbox does, and they do. They do. And again, Xbox hardware sales are, they're not great. They're not amazing. But Xbox as a brand is still relevant. But here's the juicy part right here. This is my favorite part. So that's why I don't really see it as a deal breaker for me when it moves to an ecosystem. I like the ecosystem and the services. I have quite a few places to use those services, including the plastic box. Not sure why you're arguing hardware when I said I don't care about it. If hardware dies, it dies. So this part right here, this whole part right here, he basically answers his own question. The whole thing has been, what's the point of buying an Xbox? Why? Why should we buy an Xbox now? Why? And he answers it himself right here. Because I like consoles. Who the fuck wants hardware to die? You in a hurry to play $70 to $100 per game, and the only way you can play it is streaming through the internet? Fuck that. I want competition. But you don't want competition because you want the competition to die. You want PlayStation's competition to die. I don't get it. Do you want competition, or do you want a monopoly over video game consoles? What is it you want? And I see this a lot from like PlayStation guys. They're like, oh, Xbox needs to die. It needs to go away. But they never say why. They never say why they want it to go away. They just said it needs to go away. And they're kind of, them doing that, they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot, because let's go ahead and say Xbox goes away as a hardware manufacturer. I don't think it will. I think there'll always be some kind of Xbox, unless it gets to the point where it's not even, and it could happen. I'm not saying it's not possible, but they've been saying the same shit for, 20-some years, so I don't think it's going anywhere, really. I just see it evolving from, classic consoles to this shit. But he just answered himself right there. Like, I don't understand, like, when you answer your own question and you don't realize it and you still go on the defense and be like, blah, 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 PlayStation great, Xbox they're dead, Xbox, Sony, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. You want innovation, you want competition, but you don't want competition unless PlayStation does it first. People don't want PlayStation games going to Xbox. I don't see a problem with that. If you make good hardware, and here's the point I'm going to say, if you make good hardware, say if PlayStation brings out the PlayStation 6 and it's great, everything's fast, it's great, it sucks your dick, it does all these really cool things, makes lattes and gives you rim jobs or whatever you want. I will buy one. I'll buy one because that's pretty fucking cool. And I can play my favorite games and get rim jobs. Or Xbox are like, okay, we're going to bring this one, but this Xbox gives you Diet Mountain Dew, Cheetos, prime rib, and rim jobs. You're going to see a pattern here. But you can play games on both systems. So you're going to be like, hey, I like Sony. I like PlayStation. I've been playing PlayStation for years. So, of course, you're going to buy the hardware. That's one thing I would say. Xbox and PlayStation, I would buy both their hardwares because, hey, I like them both. I like both ecosystems. I don't really see an advantage, and I don't see any benefit of Xbox disappearing. And these people just kind of answer their own questions every time. They're like, well, if Xbox dies, that's good, but we want competition, we want innovation, and blah! That they don't want competition and they don't want innovation. The only thing they want is 30-some hour third-person movies. And that's basically what the Sony PlayStation brand has become throughout the years. And there's really not much to play right now. I don't want to keep playing remaster after remaster after remaster. Same goes for Xbox. Nintendo, I mean, they still do it too, to a different degree, but they don't even compete with the other guys. But like I said, there's really nothing going on. A lot of people say Game Pass destroys gaming. I think, if studios put their games on Game Pass, I think that's good. I don't think, if it wasn't good, they wouldn't be doing it. They must be getting something from it because it still exists. Call of Duty's on there, and I think how it's going to work from here on out is there will be some exclusivity, but it's going to be a timed exclusive. I don't think it'll go anywhere else. I think you'll have Halo coming out on Xbox, and maybe 6 months later it comes out on PlayStation, or it's going to get to the point where it's day and date, and it really doesn't matter at this point. Because here's the thing: I'm going to hop on my ROG, or I'm going to hop on my PC or something, and I'm going to play these games. So I'm like, hey, Microsoft owns Windows, so yeah, here I am. I got PlayStation launcher on my Windows PC, which again, everything's an Xbox. Even the PlayStation is an Xbox. And the PC is also a PlayStation. But the PC is just better than everything. We have everything. We have all your shit, and it's okay. But I just wonder, what's the point? What's the end game? What's the end game? What do you want to happen? Tell me exactly why you want Xbox to die. Just tell me. Just tell me exactly why. And I also want you to tell me exactly why PlayStation is not going to follow suit if this becomes a very successful and fruitful endeavor by Xbox by doing this whole third-party Xbox is everything thing. Because I think if Xbox is successful, and just like Sony does, they do copy homework from third place. That's probably what they'll do. So I mean, it's not a matter of if; it's just a matter of when. I just wonder what's the fucking end game. Well, can you give me a reason why you want Xbox to die, other than "der Xbox dead"? Because I don't know. Or you're an Xbox. Shit, they even went after some dude like what's his name? He was a PlayStation fanboy, and he decided to try out an Xbox he received as a gift. I think it was a couple of fools or something like that. And they went after him, like saying super vile bullshit, because he decided to play Xbox and he still loved PlayStation. And again, most of these people that's bitching and complaining on X, and they are all fucking smug and insufferable. They're worse than some of the worst libs. These people are mega retards, like ultra instinct retards. I don't think you can retard hard enough for that. I think if you go past that, then yeah, I don't know. But let me know, what do you think? What do you think? You think it's a good idea for Xbox just to die? Do you like innovation? Do you like competition? Do you want PlayStation to be the only place to play video games so they can upcharge everything and make the same shitty games over and over and over again and no innovation? I don't think so. That's me. I don't. Maybe you do, but I don't really care. So play your video games. I love video games. If you love video games, let me know in the comment section what video games you're playing, whether you're a PlayStation guy, PC guy, Nintendo guy, Xbox guy, or mobile phone guy. Those aren't games, by the way. That's trash. That's garbage. Mobile gaming's garbage, and I think we can all agree on that. I don't think there's anything worse than mobile gaming. Yeah, that's worse. It's definitely worse. But let me know what you're playing in the comments. I'll definitely see you later.